The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Cleveland Cavaliers earned their bid into Round 2 after a hard-fought 6-game series. Now, the stakes are greater, the challenge that much tougher as they prepare to do battle against the New York Knicks. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. You look at the Cavaliers, and as we start up this second-round playoff series, they're not the favorites, but I wouldn't call them, would you, massive underdogs either.
Yeah, that's spot on, Kevin. This team can absolutely win this series. Tonight will be huge. This team thinks they can steal this first game on the road.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. And it's Toby in at the point. Here's Towns. Brunson outside. Here's Hart. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA. And Hart is assertive like this. It helps him get going.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Puts up a deep three. Mobley with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a three ball that deep wasn't going in.
Here's Toby.
Oh,
great dunk.
Goodness! That was special.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, the Knicks head coach had a few moments to share with me. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Outside, George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And it's 6 points for George.
Hey, I know Brunson can score with the best of them, but I love when he's playing the true quintessential point guard role out there.
That one goes in.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Towns sets the pick for George. And again, New York with the triple.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
The Cavaliers leading. Here's Toby. He's got 11. Hobbit. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Second, Evan Mobley. Karl Anthony Towns, fourth.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They've provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Pass to Brunson. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played, and they'll keep possession. Outside for George, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks.
The lineup for your New York Knicks. Number 8, OG Anunoby.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Pass to Toby. Takes the 3. Drops in the tray. He's got 14 points.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Now Campbell fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Toby. He's got 14. Over Brunson, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Campbell. Fires from deep. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Leaps for it, out of bounds. New York takes possession. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 6. Towns, high post. Pass to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson is more than capable of finishing inside.
Toby, the pass to Mobley. Here's Pavin. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Toby. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. The Knicks making a switch here. Bridges checks in.
Let me hear, Knicks fans. Coming onto the court now.
And so here is New York. 9-point game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, it's completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the shot goes down.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Here's Toby. Campbell defending. Toby, good.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Bridges, no one around him. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Bridges knew there was daylight, using his sleight of hand to get the bucket.
Here's Minot, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Tote. That was something to see.
Good. He's going to put that one. In his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting. You rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Bridges against Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Here's Travers. The Knicks pull it in.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Pass to Campbell. With the drive, and Campbell throws it down.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now when they need a spark the most.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw for the night right here. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Brunson outside. On the wing, Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Minot. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And a chance. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's George. Nails it from the high post. George has got 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to Garland. Off target from three-point range. Knicks trail by 5. George passes to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Releases. That's good for George on the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead early. They're on the wing. Here's Tyson, defended by Bridges. Mobley misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's George. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Now gets the 1-point Cleveland lead.
And usually teams want to go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
To the inside, and stolen by Hart. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Pulls up for 3. Campbell's shot's good. Campbell's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
Boy, Brunson does such. good job operating and orchestrating the offense. You really do want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And New York making a change here. Off's jacked in. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Cleveland has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And it's Toby missing. New York's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And it's good for 2.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Connects from three-point range.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His 4th in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
The 3, and again, New York with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing.
Here's Mobley. Rebounded by Hart.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Towns wide open. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Struth. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. George looking over the floor. Here's Towns, covered by Mobley. And Towns gets it to go. And now a 9-point Knicks lead.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Toby. 30 points in the game. Pass to Struth. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
George with the ball. Shoots over Struth. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to.
The previous play is under review.
The tape.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The NBA's replay center in Secaucus, the process gets better and faster over the years.
And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Into the first half with the score. The Knicks, 66. Cleveland, 58. Fans, please direct your attention to center court.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the New York Knicks.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
And looking at where the Knicks and that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. New York leading by 8. A moment for an injury report.
Guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Cleveland. Sadly, he let me know that it is a broken leg, not the outcome anyone in this arena was hoping for. He'll be out for the rest of this game, and it sounds like it'll be a considerable amount of time before he's back in playing shape. Over to you.
Allie, thanks as always.
You know, you learn a lot about yourself through these long rehab processes. There's a physical component for sure, but I think mentally and psychologically is where the real challenge is. I have no doubt he'll return, and my guess is he'll be better and stronger than ever.
They've got Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Campbell. Then it's George, and it's Towns in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. He's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He hits both from the stripe. New York leading by 8. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
When he gets near the basket, Brunson can do some major damage.
Mitchell outside. And the 3 ball is good. Mitchell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Hart, that's good.
Well, you love seeing that from Hart. Great exuberance and enthusiasm out there on the court.
Here's Toby. Brunson covering. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Toby.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Lets the 3 fly. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Toby's got 7 points. Here in this quarter.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing. To complain about with that.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Making up his night later. Back to for Knicks. Sitting at center.
And here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. Brunson takes off. Clock at 6. Hart with a screen on Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. Tyson with the bucket.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
New York leading by 3. Lob pass to George. Stolen by Mitchell. One-on-one fast break. Always going in for the alley-oop here. And Allen slams it in.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Brunson outside. The shot's good on the assist by George. 11 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Nice little bounce in their step since the break. 3 for 4 to start the half.
Here's Tyson. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Campbell. New York moving it around. Here's Hart. And again, it's New York.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
For Cleveland, they've gone a spotless 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Here's Toby. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Toby's got 39.
Perfect start coming out of the half. Really like the execution.
Brunson outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Toby. He's got 39. To the middle. He's looking for Mobley and finds him. That puts them in the lead. Mobley's got his second basket of the game.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Campbell, the pass to Towns. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Campbell. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Campbell's got it all tied up now for New York. Here's Toby. Mobley is screen. Fires the 3. Toby, good. Toby's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Cavs.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
George, that's a two-pointer. No good there off the double clutch. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Toby. And he has 42. Takes it inside, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to. Show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
New York calls timeout. OG Anunoby's checked in for Josh Hart. And Cleveland making a change here. On defense, Cleveland leading by 5. Pass to Campbell. Releases. And good. Takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Campbell's got 22.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
And the Knicks, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Both teams will make substitutions. Now, here's Hart. So for the Knicks, Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for OG Anunoby. George comes in for Campbell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Merrill's checked in. Toby, the pass to Mitchell. To the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Sam Merrill out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Darius Garland, and it's Toby in at the 1. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A 2-point game. Pass to Toby. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And here's George for 3. Another 3 for New York.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the deep.
Here's Mitchell. Good. Top of to Mitchell down low.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Towns. It's good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Toby. And another one. Balls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Outside, George. Back to Brunson. New York moving it around. George in the post. Covered by Mitchell. Counted. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from George. Timeout, Cavaliers. Campbell is checked in for New York. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen on what the Cavaliers coach was going over with his team. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Mobley. No good from 3. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. George fires, and he hits from 17. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Here's Toby. Missed on the 3. Outside George. Here's Towns.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
First team foul. Karl Anthony Towns. At the line, 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Now Mitchell. Here's the 3. Cleared away by Hart. 1:39 left in the game. Here we've got Brunson. And it misses.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
Shoots the 3. Does not go in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now on against Towns. Now George launches it. 3. Good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the street. Sometimes letting it fly.
Knicks shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backcourt.
Book it.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your star. Mitchell delivering.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Now Towns puts it up. It falls.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl
Here's Toby. Clemson covering. Connects again.
And he's on a tear offensively. Light.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Mitchell against him. Oh, that's... He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment. So it's New York picking up the win. Pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinal. So for Alan LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. Now it's time to present our player of the game.